So today I was
No,
looking,
not allowed in school.
actually this weekend, I was looking at your writings. Your teacher shared with me your writings. And I was thinking that's an area that we could all kind of work on is making the beginning of our stories a little bit more interesting. So we have this really cool tool, just like when you build something, maybe you've seen your mom or your dad build something before and they use tools. Well, we have a really cool tool that's going to help us be better writers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to read to you what this says that really good writers do um, at the beginning of their story, and then let's see what that would look like. Okay, are you ready? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so here we go. So listen carefully. So right here, this is where we are. Okay, here we go. I thought about how to write a good beginning and choose a way to start my story. I chose the action, talk, or setting that would make a good beginning. Okay, so can you guys help me kind of understand that? I don't know if I completely understood that, so I need your help. So, what is something you might do at the beginning of a story? What is something, Michelle? What do you think?
Think about what you're gonna write.
Okay, so think about what you're going to write. So that's kind of like here how I thought about how to write a good beginning, right? Yes. Okay, what else? Isabella, what's something that an author would add to the beginning of their story? I see three things there.
They would um they would add some details and they would think how they would make their story and they would write some information.
Okay. Okay. Let's read right here. I chose the action, talk, or setting that would begin. Could that be? So there's three things that they said there that they're beginning. Were they?
You could make your character move.
Okay, we could make our character move. I'm going to choose a different color to highlight that. So that's like, oh, that was too dark. Too dark. Let's try a lighter color so you can actually see it. Okay, so you're telling me the action, right? The action. So we could make our characters do something or move. So characters could move. Okay. What else does it say that we could add to that story? They could move or do something. What else could our characters maybe do? Could they talk?
Yes.
Could we have them talk?
Yes.
Okay. So we could have them talk. Or we could describe the setting. What is the setting? Let's see. Can you, Samuel, can you tell me what is the setting? Do you know what that is?
The place there are.
Yes, place where they are. Good, perfect. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, can I share with you something that I wrote?
Yes.
You want to read something that Mrs. Ramirez wrote?
Yes.
Okay, and this is what I want us to do. I want us to look at it and I want us to see, do we see on there that Mrs. Ramirez is showing how characters did something, or maybe something that characters said, or maybe I described the setting. So let's see what I did. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. It was the first day of school. I walked Sarah to school. I was excited because it was her first day. It was a warm, sunny day, and I was wearing my new sandals. We turned the corner and then we saw a dog. It was a big, hairy dog. I thought it was a nice dog, but then it growled, grrr. I was scared. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go back and let's think. What were the 3 things that we can do when we start a story? We could start the story with how a character does something or how a character says something. Or what was the last one? Adrian, what was the last one? What a character does, what a character says, and what was the last one? The describing
where the setting took place.
Where the setting took place. Okay, so let's go back to my story. We're going to start by looking for somewhere that someone says something. I thought it was a nice dog, but then it growled. Grrr! I was scared. Okay, guys, was there anywhere in there where a character talked?
Yes.
Where?
I thought it was a nice dog, but then it growled, grrr, I was scared.
Yeah, so even though it's a dog, he's still talking, right? So you can see where I added my character talking, right? All right. Okay, now, so character talking, character doing something. Let's go back. Can you guys look at my writing here? Where does it talk about where the character did something? Michelle, can you tell me, did I include any action in there where my characters did something?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me where so I can highlight it.
When you thought the dog was nice, but he was not nice.
He was not nice, but what part is that? I thought it was a nice dog, but then it growled. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What's the action there?
You were scared.
I was scared. Okay, but is that an action or is that a feeling? Yeah, so you're talking about something that we didn't talk about, but also it's something that you're right, that is also important to add. Okay, but what about an action? Where do you see an action, Michelle?
Growled.
Yeah, growled. Good. Okay, so that's like a really interesting action. Can you like picture it in your head? Okay, let's Isabella S. Can you unmute, sweetie? So Isabella S, can you tell me another place where there's an action? Maybe like something that I did? Not the dog, but either me or Sarah.
Where you wrote you and Sarah were like walking.
Yes, great job, Mija. So we were walking to school, right? That was an action. Let's look at that paragraph again. I'm going to read the last part and you tell me if you see setting in there. Here we go. It was a warm, sunny day. I was wearing my new sandals. We turned the corner and then we saw a dog. Do you see setting in there where it talks about where this is happening?
In a corner?
Okay, we turned the corner. Okay. What did you guys think about my writing? Do you like my story?
Yes. Yes.
Yes? Well, guess what? I read your guys' stories and I really liked where some of those stories were going and what the ideas that you guys were thinking about. But here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to take like 5 minutes and you're going to pull out your story. And I want you to ask yourself, what did Mrs. Ramirez do in her story that I could do in my story? Now, that doesn't mean you're going to write about a dog, about a mean dog. You're not going to write your story just like mine. You're just going to take some of my ideas. You can borrow them, okay? It's not stealing them. You can borrow them. So I did 3 things. I added a character, what the character was doing, what the character was saying, and I added about setting. Do you think that you guys can do that? Can you choose one of those to try in your writing? What do you think? Can you try that?
Yes.
Okay, so do you have your writings in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and I want you to read your writing to yourself, and then I want you to start adding to it. And I'm gonna just meet with you guys one at a time while you're writing, okay? So Adrian, I'm gonna start with you, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Okay, you guys, so you're gonna keep working on your story, and I just want you to remember that the 3 things we're thinking about adding are action, talk, or setting, okay? So work on that, and the next time we meet, we'll take a look at what you've done. Sound good? Okay, bye you guys.